Good afternoon, and welcome to you for joining me here at Olive and 2U Studios today. I'm at Needleworks in Winter Park, Florida. Very happy to see you today. We've got a shop update, so you definitely want to stick around and see all the things that are brand new in the shop this week. So today is what I like to call Friday Eve. Tomorrow's Friday, although on Thursdays somehow I keep thinking that it's already Friday after about 9:30 in the morning. It's crazy. But hello, everybody. I'm so happy to have you here with me. Thank you so very much. We've got some fun things to get to as we slide into the holiday week coming up very soon. So I'm going to be sharing with you some products that are new in the shop this week, as well as a little bit of detail about what's coming over the next holiday week, because Christmas and Hanukkah are both on schedule to arrive this coming Wednesday. Do you believe that the time is already running out for all of the kind of gift making and all of the holiday things that are on the schedule? So let's jump right into it. The first thing I want to let you know about is something that just hit today that I'm so very excited about. So typically in the Yarn Use, we usually do a Christmas cast on. This year is no different. We're definitely doing a holiday cast on, but we're switching it up just a little bit. Historically, it's been a sock. This year, it's a cowl, and it's a cowl that's been designed especially for you. Get that? EWE, especially for you. See what I did there? Our good friend Karen Burnett from Karen B Designs over in Scotland designed an adorable little cowl for us, and it incorporates, of all things, of course, sheep. How perfect is that? The chart is very flexible. It's a super simple pattern. Plus, it knits up in DK yarn, which means that it'll be super fast and easy to do and kind of mindless. It's a little bit of color work, but it'll be fun. And it's absolutely perfect to cast on through the holidays. So you can elect to cast this on Christmas Day, on the first night of Hanukkah, or you can elect to cast it on anytime in that week or so between Christmas, Hanukkah, and New Year's. I think it'll be a lot of fun to do. And we've put kits together, of course. We've got some really beautiful kits. They're actually on the front page of our website right now if you're watching live, or we'll be watching in the next week or so until they sell out. The kits are actually live right now. You receive 2 hanks of our really nice squishy MCN Homer yarn. It's a DK weight, of course, and very nice and soft and squishy. We have gone through the effort to create some really fun color combinations for you, and you're getting a pretty deep discount. Can I just say that? You're getting a nice discount. The link to the pattern, Cozy for You, EWE, and it's cozy spelt the UK way, COSY, instead of the Americanized COZY, it's Cozy for You, is actually, that pattern is live on Ravelry, and the link to it is right in the listing for the cowl kits. So you're going to get a discount on the yarn, which will help pay for the pattern and show some love to Karen for her design efforts for the Yarn Use. It was so super sweet of her to put that together for us. So that's going to be the holiday cast on that you're going to be able to stitch up through the holidays, and we hope you'll definitely enjoy it. Now, I'm going to be putting a thread up in our Yarn Use Facebook group, so if you want to join in, it'll be kind of an informal knit along. But if you want to join in, that's where you'll need to do it, right there in the Yarn Use Facebook group, and there will be a prize. We don't require finished objects for prizes. We just like the fun of knitting along and having fun together. So that'll definitely be happening in the Yarn Use. The only criteria to be prize eligible is to be sure you're using Olive and 2U yarn. So that's the only criteria to be prize eligible. So look for the details of that to be posted in the next day or so. Go ahead and post up what kit that you've ordered, or if you want to stash dive Olive and 2U yarn, you can absolutely do that as well. So that pattern again is Cozy for You. That's COSYFOREWE, like Olive and 2U Studios or the Yarn Use. So that is big news this week. I'm super excited about that. Give us something to stitch up during the holidays, whether, like I said, if you want to start on Hanukkah or on Christmas, whatever you want to do there is super exciting. All right, let me show you what's fresh in the shop this week. We've got some beautiful, beautiful colors coming our way. The first one is particularly near and dear to my heart. It reminds me of wild Maine blueberries, and it is actually called Blueberry. I'm gonna take the cuff off so you can really see this beautiful saturated blue. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous blue color, nice and intensely saturated, just beautiful. It's actually showing up. There we go. That's a little truer to the color when I pull it away from the camera. If I'm holding it up close, it kind of gets faded out. So it is that much deeper, much more saturated blue. Now, this is actually available in the shop right now on our Angelou, which is our sport weight yarn, or you can get it on some of our tweeds. And somebody in the Yarn to Use posted a picture of her beautiful blueberry tweed this week. So I'm excited about that. So this is Blueberry. Next up, if I can get that cuff back on. Next up, we have Quicksilver, which is a gorgeous silvery gray. It's tonal, which adds a lot of really nice interest to it. I'll let you see that Quicksilver color again. This is going to be a little truer color right here. This beautiful tonal gray. Oh, it's so nice. And it's so rich because it's got these kind of variations of gray undulating across the yarn. That beautiful, this is called Quicksilver, and it's fresh in the shop. It's also available right now on Angelo, and we'll definitely be getting some more of this in some additional weights at some point in the near future coming to you. Okay, next up, before I get to something really special, all this is special, but before I get to something super special, I'm going to show you Oceans Deep. This is a gorgeous blue, and this is more varied. This has a lot more different shades of blue in it. You can see everything from a wee little bit of bare yarn there all the way through to the darker, richer shades of blue right in here. Now, this is available right now on Play-Doh, which is a DK weight, perfect for socks. We've got some DK sock knitters among us. Perfect for socks, and you can absolutely pair it with a Hawthorne mini, so you've got some pops of color in it. And we also have available in Twain, which is our fingering sock weight. So Oceans Blue available for you on a DK weight, perfect for socks, or a fingering weight, perfect for socks as well. Okay. Last week, we updated the shop with some beautiful Donegal tweeds. We had beautiful colors, and I know several of you took advantage of those tweeds. They're particularly cozy to me during winter. I think that's when they just seem like the right thing to be stitching up with those neps in it, the tweeds. So what we did this week is we've actually brought you 3 beautiful shades of minis. I had never actually seen tweeds in a mini form, and I was really excited when we found these. So let me show these to you. Look at those. They're minis. They are tweed minis. Let me turn that right around. I love that so much. So we've got lilac up here. That is kind of that nice, deep purpley color. And then we have mahogany, this color right here, which is kind of a rusty red, a little bit. Let me see if I can pull. There you go. That's pretty true. Kind of a rusty red with those neps in it. And then one of my favorites, I loved this on the Big Hanks too, is oatmeal. Beautiful. I'm trying to figure out, I need a project in oatmeal, but I should probably finish some of the other projects that I've got going on. Some of you know I'm a serial project starter. So oatmeal, lilac, and mahogany. Beautiful, beautiful colors on these tweed minis. Okay. So Lonesome Pine Yarn Works, you know Sherry and Terry, who does all the dyeing behind the Olive and 2U Studios brand now. They have something really special that they rolled out some time ago in their own shop prior to dyeing for Olive and 2U Studios. And we decided together that we would bring it right here to the shop. And I am delighted. We've had a little smattering of it in the shop before, but we have quite a bit more now of 2 particular colorways. The colorways I'm speaking of are parts of their Fruits of the Spirit collection. It goes back to the Bible. It is biblically based, the Fruits of the Spirit. So the 2 that are actually fresh in the shop this week that are rolling out are, let me take the cuff off again. And these are on our Tolkien base, which is 50% merino and 50% cotton. So you get that kind of washed out beachy look that is so incredibly popular right now. So this is actually peace. Who doesn't need a little bit of peace? This is the Peace colorway. You can see those beautiful greens, little bit of those pinky beiges, little bit of speckling on it. Speckles on our Tolkien base tend to be a bit more diffuse. They're not as crisp as speckles on some of our other bases, and that's due to the cotton content of the yarn. It just doesn't quite allow us to have those pinprick speckles like our other bases do, but it's still beautiful on Tolkien, and you get the advantage of having that cotton with the merino. So this is Peace. You can definitely see some speckling here. That's particularly beautiful, and that just adds that interest to the yarn. I'm going to keep that uncuffed because I'm going to show you a pair in a moment. And the next one is Wisdom. Again, who doesn't need a little peace and wisdom in their life? We all do. So this is Wisdom. And you can see it doesn't have those bold swaths of color that the Peace has, but it definitely has the shades of Peace with some additional shades in it, which means they are perfect together. How is that pairing? Beautiful together in like a little bit of a fade technique that you could have going on in something. This would be beautiful in a shawl, kind of one to the next skein. You get that fade effect. So again, this is Peace here with these wider swaths of the green, and then Wisdom is here with more of that speckling, really rich colors in the speckle. Beautiful, beautiful colors. Fruits of the Spirit collection on our Tolkien base. So they do such a great job dyeing these up. I love it. Speaking of Sherry and Terry, I should probably tell you that we've got a giant box of yarn heading to us this coming week. This will be our January rollout, and I can't wait for you to see it. There's some beautiful things that are going to be happening in it, and it is the beginning of our brand new collections here in the shop. I think you're going to love it. We've got a few colorways that are rolling out that all coordinate together, along with additional colorways in various techniques that coordinate as well together. So you're going to have lots and lots of options for projects on a wide range of bases. For the last couple of months, we've been rolling things out very slowly on a limited number of bases, but January is where the real excitement starts because we're going to have lots and lots of bases involved with new colorways in the shop that I know you're going to absolutely love. I can't wait for it. I'm going to be watching that box like crazy. And then the next thing that happened that was really exciting today was I got the shipment notice for our self-striping yarn coming to us from Canada. And last I heard, the Canada Post strike had taken a break, so we should be good on getting that here. The self-striping colorways, I gave you a sneaky peek of that last week on the Facebook page, and I can't wait for them to get here. I'm trying to decide what color I'm going to begin with, but you're absolutely going to love them. And if you're coming to our Solely Socks event here in Winter Park, Florida on January 25th, you're going to be treated to a yarn bar if you sign up for that. You can register right now on the website, and a yarn bar and a sock blank dye experience are just two of the things that we'll be offering during that. And our self-striping yarn from a dyer in Canada, I'll be sharing the details of that with you soon, will be premiering at that event at Solely Socks. Whether you hand knit socks or you're a sock cranker, you definitely want to be here for that fun event. And we've got a lot of demos happening for that as well. So that's going to be a lot of fun. So that's coming to us very soon, the self-striping yarn, and we'll be stocking that. If there's any left after Solely Socks, might be ready to put a whole nother big order in, but we'll be restocking that then in the shop so that you can take advantage of the self-striping colorways. I'm so excited about that. It's going to be so much fun, and the yarn bar is going to be great. We're setting it up a little bit like an ice cream bar. So you're going to get a full hank, you're going to get a couple of coordinating minis, and then sprinkles, which will be like stitch markers and small tools that you can add on top of what you're getting. So you'll have a little bag and you get to select your own colorways and your own sprinkles. So how fun is that for Solely Socks? Okay. This is an awkward time of year that we're sliding into. It's the most wonderful time of the year, of course, but it does get a little strange with businesses because are they open? Are they closed? What's going on? So I wanted to give you a little bit of a heads up on that, and I will be posting. So on Tuesday night, we're scheduled to do our typical stitch night here at Needleworks. That will be canceled because Tuesday night is Christmas Eve. So that will be canceled. I meant to cancel our virtual knit, crochet, spin, and weave in last night. I had a little bit of an issue yesterday. and I wasn't able to put the post up. So my apologies for that. I'm so very sorry. There was no way that I could get that taken care of due to this little issue that occurred. Everybody's fine. But I'm very, very sorry about that. That's not typically like me, and I do apologize for that. So I wanted to dress that right up. So that said, Tuesday night will be canceled, and then the following Wednesday will be due again, I believe, for our virtual event, and that too will be canceled because that will be New Year's Day. As it happens, I'll be traveling on Christmas Day and on New Year's Day. I'm heading up to Maine for the holiday. I do plan to go live some while we're there. I'm going to do my best. And of course, our 12 Days of Christmas and 8 Night of Hanukkah openings begin on December 25th. This is a strange year because the first night of Hanukkah and Christmas coincide. I can't even remember when that happened. I'm sure it's somewhere in the calendar. It's happened before, obviously, but I don't know when that was. So this year we'll be opening our first day of the 8 Nights of Hanukkah, our first night of the 8 Nights of Hanukkah, and our first day of the 12 Days of Christmas at the same time. Typically those openings are live, but I'm going to pre-record that video for you and have that available because I will literally be on the way to the airport at 9:30 in the morning when we usually do those openings. So, but it'll be right here on the YouTube channel, not in the Yarny Use. It'll be on the YouTube channel at 9:30 in the morning on Wednesday, which is actually December 25th, Christmas Day. And then I'll be gone for that whole week. I'll absolutely be checking email and taking care of any issues that are happening, but I beg your grace while I'm away with my husband for that time. I might be a little slower getting back to email. We plan to do some driving and some looking around the state of Maine. So thank you for your grace on that. I really, really do appreciate it. So brand new things in the shop. Of course, we still have the Gnomes of Grimblewood books. There might be a feature in the future about some of those. Looking forward to seeing all the gnomes. I know I made this big post yesterday about all the things that you can do with mini skeins because that question was asked in the Yarny Use. And typically every year this time, everybody's kind of like grabbing up all the mini skeins. We can't resist them, right? But there are plenty of things that you can do with mini hanks. So never fear. There's always the typical shawls and cowls and mittens and all those kinds of things. But don't forget about home decor projects, all sorts of things along those lines. And of course, our good friends, the gnomes. See them right up there? They're right there, the gnomes. Sarah Shira does a great job with that. And I don't know if she calls it a Gnome Academy, but she has an entire body of work in terms of tutorials on the web that can help you get through any and all the skills that you need to do the gnome. So definitely check that out as well. We have a few of those books left in the shop. Somebody commented to me, wow, that picture you put up looked like you had a ton of those books. And I'm like, yeah, that's the first picture I took. A bunch of them have sold. We're down to just a few now. So you definitely want to pick up your Gnomes of Grimblewood books. My special guest this Saturday on the podcast, which is at 9:30 in the morning Eastern Time on YouTube, is going to be Nancy Victorino. She's going to be representing both the Bay Area Knitting Guild. She is the president of the Bay Area Knitting Guild out of Tampa, Florida, as well as her own company, Knitwise TE. She is a tech editor for pattern designers. And I have always been curious about tech editing. I don't think I could do it because of the math, but I'm interested in those who do. And I think you might be as well. So join me at 9:30 in the morning on Saturday on the YouTube channel, Olive and 2U, for the interview with Nancy Victorino from Bay Area Knitting Guild and then Knitwise TE. We've got all kinds of things to talk about. So I hope you'll join me there. As always, thank you so much for being here for the shop update. Of course, you can check out our website. We invite you to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Be sure to give us a thumbs up, and we'll see you in the Yarny Use. Have a great day. Thanks. Bye.